So I'm going to do it later live on my own page, but I might even drop that going forward.
Alrighty, we are live. Oh, let me see what we look like today. Oh, I'm still dark. No matter what, I cannot.
It might be because the sun's behind you, Loy.
Probably my little lighting thingy here.
You might need to clean your screen. I don't know if that will help. Don't know.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Oops, this thing shifted my camera.
Hello, everybody.
No.
Hello. So I'm just going to share out a moment because I always forget to do so. And it might be good if I did, wouldn't it? All right, let's just find the original post. Excellent. All right, let's just... Oh, there's me again. Copy link. All right,
I'm trying to find us. I don't know. Oh, I found us. All right, here we are.
We are here. I saw it.
Hey, Sue, how are you doing?
It's exciting, isn't it? It's exciting. 2 times a week, 2 times the fun, eh? All right. So let's see.
All right, pin this. Can I go to the group? All right, let us go over to the group. Let me see.
Yeah.
Hey, I am good. I'm on live. Yeah, I can call you back, or you can text me. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Yeah, I would have to talk about that after I'm finished with the live. All right, no problem. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can see some comments here. So we've got some comments
Yes,
going on.
I can see. I'm trying to figure out though this new thingy that Melon has. How does this work?
So, folks, hello. I'll say hello to some people while you're doing that because we're just trying to figure out. We've both got broadcasting of Melon, and we're just trying to figure out how to use it. Hi, Sue. Hiya. Hi, Facebook user with a little red heart. Can't see your name in this moment. We're hoping that we'll sort that in a moment. Facebook user that says, hi, ladies. Nice to see you here. Thank you for joining us. If you could please shout, that'd be fantastic. Have a great day, both of you from Facebook user. So I don't know who that is, but thank you for wishing us a happy day. Facebook user, please, if drawn, and hello.
Hiya, Ali.
Oh, I can see actually on my phone. I've
Hi,
got it
Rich
on my
Clues.
phone, folks, so I can see your lovely names. Rich Clues is with us. Hi, Rich, saying hello. I thought it was someone I knew there. How are you doing, my friend? Are you excited for doing your own readings this evening, isn't it? 6 o'clock on my group. You're doing some little practice readings, which I think is brilliant. Well done, you. It's never easy to stand up and be counted, as they say. I'm only joking. But it's never easy to, get out there and show the world what you've got. So let's get some cards out, shall we? Let's get.
All right, you want to start, Indigo? I'm trying to figure something out here.
Yeah,
go ahead and start.
Why not? Because otherwise we're gonna have people go, I'm going somewhere else. I don't want people going somewhere else. Aya, how are you doing? So I love things to be fair. Hi, I'm Indigo from Indigo's Oracle from the United Kingdom near Bristol in Keynsham. And if you want to follow me, you can just Google Indigo's Oracle. You'll find me absolutely everywhere. Yeah, that's kind of it. But otherwise, who would like a reading? I do like it to be fair, so I'm going to ask you for an emoji. So I would like an emoji of a lipstick, seeing as we were just talking about lipsticks. So an emoji of a lipstick, first person to pop it up will get the first reading. Now, me and Loy will give you one card each for free readings. For the $20 donation, it's not £20. I'm not in the UK in this moment. $20 donation. We both will read an extended variation of what we're doing for the free ones. So you get a lot more depth. You get to ask a question as well. But the free ones are one card each and a little short journey there. So I'm just seeing on my list. So I've got Louise Bond, who has got the lovely, all right, just underneath Rich Clues. So we should be
Yeah, Louise, I see her. I'm gonna put
Louise
her up.
Bond. Yeah, she's the one I've got here on my phone as the quickest.
Yeah, I
Lovely.
have her.
Right. So we've got Louise Bond. Okay. Right. So I'm going to start while Louise doing her techie stuff. And I'm literally throwing cards around. So I know that there's something really strong with you at the moment. You're feeling quite jittery about things, and things are quite, I don't know whether you're quite nervous of what's going to happen. I know this is quite a general situation that so many people are in. What I would say is hold on to hope, hold on to only positive expectations, because our mind creates. Let's create the best case scenario. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So I'm going to take this card for you. We've got Chrysophase. These are crystal cards. We've got Chrysophase, and Chrysophase is a beautiful greeny, opaque stone, so you can't see through it. So there's something going on at the moment for you, my love, where you're feeling that you can't see the end. You can't see how you're going to get through this. There's lots of things happening in so many different corners of the world right now, and it's all affecting each other. And I suppose it's bringing us the understanding that we are one more than we have done in quite some time. But with this, there is a real need of self-care. There's a real need of not putting yourself at the end of the list. There's a need to listen to your own intuition. Definitely need a little bit more water, and I would say some more green plants would be benefit to you, to digest, not to smoke. I'm not suggesting that. But we've also got the number 20 here. So I want to say to you that there's something you're really waiting for. The 20th of March is going to be a really big day for you. On this as well, we've got the symbol of, give me one moment, the symbol of Gemini. So there's a real feeling around you of someone being a little bit two-faced, or if not two-faced, giving you two different responses to the similar situations. It's really causing you some confusion. I want to say to you, with this situation, you need to find out a little bit more information about what the facts are and stick with the facts. That's what's important. There is a real feeling with you, darling, that you're running a bit on empty. So please consider how you can get some more relaxation and rest. I would recommend, if you have the chance, to go swimming, or to go somewhere with a hydrotherapy suite where you can have some relaxation with nice warm water. There's something going on with you that you're really not feeling that rest. All right, I'm going to leave you with Loy for the second card. Thank you very much for letting me read for you. Thank you.
I have this card for you. I hope you can see it. My lighting is not the best right now, but you have the moon in Aries. And this talks about courage, and it says to believe in yourself. Now, the first thing I'll say is Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So Aries represents a start. So I'll tell you this, if there's something that you've been procrastinating on, something you've been hesitating on, this card here is telling you, listen, go ahead and start it. Stop procrastinating. Go ahead and make that start. But I'm getting that, your sense of self-esteem may be a bit affected here, because on this card here it is saying to believe in yourself. So really it is just saying that you need to muster up the courage to go ahead and make this first step. I know that the journey of 1,000 miles, it begins with the first step. You have to take the first step. And I know it's scary. The unknown is scary. Stepping out there into the unknown, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's around the corner. And that is a hiccup for a lot of us. But this card here is telling you it is time to believe in yourself. You may feel like you're in a deep, dark place, like nothing is really going on. But remember, you are just a caterpillar in a cocoon. You are about to emerge as this beautiful monarch butterfly that you see here. But you have to have the courage and you have to have faith. Remember, even the Bible says faith, as you know, as a grain of mustard seed can move a mountain. Faith. So if a grain of mustard seed, if look how tiny that is, it can move a mountain. Can you imagine having faith the size of your fingertip? What it can do. So this is just telling you, you need to have faith. You need to have faith within yourself. There's an opportunity coming up for you, and if you don't put yourself out there, if you don't muster up this courage, this opportunity is going to pass us by. And I'm saying from my grandma is ringing clearly in my ear right now. Sometimes opportunities come but once. This is a once in a blue moon. This is one of those type of opportunities, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe you can do it. You can do it. All right, hon. So you just muster up that courage, that change that you've been wanting. That change is coming for you, but you have to be ready for it. You have to be prepared for it. All right. The sun is about to shine in your life, so don't give up. That's what I leave you with.
It's lovely
And
when
let
you were
us.
saying about monarch butterflies. I travelled around Mexico with my husband, and we got to a place called Raupan, and it was covered in those orange butterflies. And oh, they are gorgeous. They are so
Yes,
gorgeous.
they are. All righty. So let us move
Superb.
on.
So you choose now, Loy, and we'll go back to the
I'm gonna go
usual.
for. For some reason, I feel like I should read for Rich clues. So, Rich,
Yeah,
can
go
you
for
just
it.
drop your name?
He's so supportive. He helped me do my website yesterday, so he really does deserve a pat on the back. Thank you, Rich. He worked really hard
So,
with me. Thank you.
Rich, go ahead and drop your name so that I can highlight you here. I want to do a reading for you. All right, Rich? If you are still here, that is if. All right. Let me see if this is.
I'm sure he is. I can't see him on here, but I'm sure he is. I'd be very surprised if he isn't. Are
Some of
you
my.
still here, Rich?
Oh, Rich says he says every
Thank
time
you
he
very
comments, the
much.
video freezes. He said that.
He said every time I comment, he's suggesting that he's making our video freeze. But he is here. He's saying hello.
All righty. So, Rich.
Thanks very much, Louise Bond. And if anyone's watching the live, could you please share out? Because this is our livelihood. This is what puts food on our tables. Thank you
I've
so,
never
so
used
much.
these
Thank you.
cards on here, so I feel like I'm gonna be using them. These are my Kyle Gray, one of my many Kyle Grays, Keepers of the Light.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so messages for Rich. What does? All right. So Rich, two cards fell out here for you, and I'm gonna give you both cards. And these two cards, they're very, very similar. The first one I'm gonna give you is Kalima. Now, Kalima, she's a Hindu goddess and she helps us to move beyond our fears. And it's on this card, it says major spiritual changes are unfolding. So, Rich, this is telling you that changes are coming up in your life. You're going through major growth. And you see this purple here? This purple to me, I read colors. And this purple to me represents transformation. So there's a transformation, there's a change going on in your life. But fear is holding you back. You are being held back by fear. And remember this, Rich, fear is an illusion, danger is real. So whenever you feel, fear trying to dig its pangs into you, stop and take a minute and think, am I in danger? What danger is there from this? And when you realize that there is no danger, then you realize this is just fear trying to keep you small, trying to keep you contracted, trying to keep you from moving from one phase to the other. But your soul is meant to ascend. Your soul is meant to grow, and this growth is happening. But there is a bit of a fear. This card now is one of my favorite. Freya. All who know me know that I'm a Odin. Like Odin is my deity. So I work very closely with the Norse gods and goddesses. And here you have Freya. Freya is the twin flame of Odin. And what Freya really represents though is phases and cycles. Freya helps us to close out one cycle and begin a new cycle. And on this card here, it is telling you there is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. So you see what here, you hear my here I tell you this card that there's a lot of fear, and fear is only illusion. And Freya, she's helping you to see beyond the veil. Freya is helping you to realize that, this fear that you feel is just your ego, it's just ego based. It's just coming from that part of you that wants to keep you small, that wants to keep you contracted. It doesn't want you to be big. It doesn't fear, fear tries to keep us safe. That is the thing, guys. Fear tries to keep us safe. But right now, Kalima is telling you, step outside of that fear. Step outside of it. Step outside the box. Accept all this growth that is coming your way. That is what I leave you with. All right, Rich?
So I'm going to read for you from Reawakening the Soul, and I'm watching Rich grow and bloom, and it's a beautiful thing to see, and it is really hard to step through that feeling of the world is judging me. The thing is, what we put into our mind becomes part of our reality. Whether it is our reality or not, I haven't done a scientific experimentation to that. But I will say is the days when I worried about what people thought of me, I wasn't me. I was something that other people wanted me to be. And as soon as I started being me, then the magic grew, the abundance grew, my relationships healed within my family. And just amazing things have happened. There was a point in my life when I was a teenager, I didn't get on with my parents at all, didn't get on with my dad till I was in my 30s. I think I wanted to really spend time with him. And through this spiritual journey, everything changes around you because you're changing to be on that vibration of love rather than that vibration of what ifs. There's always a what if. At the end of the day, we could have an earthquake any minute, anywhere, and it's a what if. But why not enjoy the moments in between? Why not enjoy what we've got now? Okay, so you've got the most beautiful white horse stepping up here, and the word freedom. Now, freedom is like absolutely fundamental to my personal happiness and bliss. When I feel tied down or restricted, you'll notice that I'll buckle like a horse. I will be off there. I will not be there anymore. Now, this has got that beautiful purple that Loy was just bringing in for you, that gorgeous spiritual regal purple. And I think I've said to you before that historically only the emperor could wear purple, so it's a really magical color, and they knew the power of the color itself. Working with that third eye. Now there is dreams here. They got the dream catcher in the background, which is saying that things are bothering you in your waking mind but also your sleeping mind. Be mindful before you go to bed to say a little prayer or to focus in on something that's bringing you peace. This bald-headed seagull that's flying across the top, for me, is always representative of great spirit, whoever or whatever you believe the great spirit to be. So it's just saying, we're watching you, we're giving you the strength, we're giving you this power to surge on. You've got this white energy around the horse, which is not only linking with the energy you're taking from the ground when you're grounding, but it's also showing the purity of your nature. But that you have all these different hues. Look at all the different colors that make up that pale white of that horse. It really is showing you that, like, it's okay to be you. It's okay to use who you are with what you're being taught. Don't change. Don't change for anyone. I want to say there's definitely 3 feathers for you here, which I know is a very poignant message. There's 3 feathers for you here. Just want to look into this card a bit closer within this symbolism at the bottom. And it's showing me like a real connection with definitely Celtic energy for you. And there's okay, what we've got in the background there. So we've got the trees, we've got the stars, we've got the moon, we've got all sorts of planets. And it's just saying, like, you're connected to everything, and the more you know, the more you grow, and the freedom of truly being who you are without that restriction in your head from yourself is where we're heading. All right, just want to pull one more just to clarify it. So we've got purification. All right. Purification you might want to use. We were talking the other day about different ways of protection, but you might want to consider within your journey, when you go down the spiritual path, I'm sure Lois agree with me with this one, you get more and more sensitive to chemicals, you get more and more sensitive to plants that aren't healthy for you, you get more and more sensitive to fat and sugar and things like this. So just bear in mind with the purification, they're reminding you as you're having this teaching from spirit, and this is the teacher, the wolf, the rabbit is the fear. So we're leaving the fear behind, we're connecting with our spirit guides, whether you have a Native American or not. It's more about the essence of this person. And the owl here is the ancestor, who is always working with you, that you will see really clearly sometime soon. But understand that there might be some changes within your life that you're not quite ready for, but accept them because they're all for your best benefit. All right. Thank you very, very much for being here, Rich. And thanks for your help with all my work. I appreciate you
Rich,
so much. Thank
while
you.
Indigo was pull that card with the purification on it, and she was talking about, you know, the changes, I kept hearing in my head to tell you that purification activates vibrant life force. So it was saying that, you know, the more you purify yourself of, you know, and like I say, it can be food, and purification doesn't just mean it can be people, toxic
Yeah.
energies, you know, food,
Letting go of what
chemicals. Like
no
the
longer
more you
serves your
purify
energy pattern.
yourself, the more
Yeah.
connected you are gonna be to your higher power. All right. All
Yeah.
right. So Indigo, you choose the next person, and if you're
Lovely.
commenting from my
So,
Facebook group, I
yeah,
am
please
still
say
trying to figure
hi.
out.
Where are you from? Let us know. Send us some hearts and just be happy and lovely. That's what we need. We all need a bit more happy and lovely, don't we? I've even
Hi,
like done my
Kamari.
hair like a child today because I just needed to be happy and lovely. What are we gonna do? Okay, what we're
If
gonna
you are
do? What we're gonna
commenting from my
do?
Facebook group, go
Sorry.
ahead and comment your name. My software has been upgraded to where I'll be able to see your username and your pic, but I haven't figured it out yet. So I'm gonna figure it out. So the next time we are live, we won't be going through any more of that. We'll
There's
be
no
able to
more
see
Facebook
everyone who's
user.
commenting.
I'm so excited, so excited. Hello, people from British Columbia, Houston, Texas,
Egypt.
Egypt.
I
I'm
like
from
Egypt. I feel
Egypt.
like I want to go with Egypt.
I knew you were going to do that as soon as you saw Egypt. I knew
Yes.
that. You
Yes.
better
I
not
am going
bring
to go
up
with
any
Egypt.
Egyptian understanding in case we get it wrong. I've been to Egypt. Temple
Oh,
of
thank you,
Karnak is one
Tanya.
of the most beautiful places ever. Beautiful, beautiful,
Thank
beautiful
you,
place.
Tanya. Tanya, for doing that, I am gonna be I'm gonna pull you a card. I'm gonna do a reading for you after, but for now I am gonna be pulling for Aya is from Egypt. So I am pulling for Aya from Egypt. Let me
I've
put it
been
on the
to Egypt
screen
twice.
here.
So I've been to Hurghada and I've been to Luxor, and I love
Oh, I can't wait to
Luxor.
come. I am coming there, Aya. Don't worry, I will be there because um I want to see so much. There's so much I want to see, and for me, it is not just the tourist thing. It's more of a spiritual thing. For me, it's gonna be, you know, a spiritual quest. I have a bucket list of places that I am going. I'm not gonna say, you know, I want to go because I am calling it
No, you
in.
are going.
I
You are
have a
going. I'm
bucket.
going to magic it. I'm a fairy godmother. You didn't know that, did you?
Yup,
I
I
do
am
grant
going.
wishes. I do grant wishes. Be careful what you wish for around
So
me.
for me, all the major spiritual places in the world, I will be going. I think I'm gonna start with Mount Shasta in California. That's where it is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start with there, and I want to go to Death Valley. I want to go to Sedona. But other than that, some of the places that really stand out for me, I want to go Angkor Wat, go Blakey Tepe, Egypt with the pyramids, the one in and the pyramids in both Mexico and Peru,
I
and so
really
I want
like
to
the
go
step pyramid in Egypt. I thought that was gorgeous.
I have a
But
few
people don't really
places.
talk about it very much. I can't remember the name of it. Maybe Ayaya can say. I haven't been to
All right, so
Aswan. I haven't been to Sharm el Sheikh, but I think I'm going
messages
on
for
holiday to
Aya.
America next year. So
What does Aya
maybe
need to
Noy will
know?
get
And
a
of
flight to come and
course,
meet me.
you know, not to forget Stonehenge and
Well, Stonehenge is down the road from me.
well, I'll be coming to stay with you when I go to see that, so don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, you
I
can
have
come.
that figured out
I'll
already.
give up my bed. We'll sleep on the sofa. No problem. I could probably put my studio into put a bed in my studio. Actually, could have a whole little holiday home. It's not that big.
All right, so Aya, here you have
Thank you,
Joan of
darling.
Arc, the French. She is French, and she really stands for the voice of truth. And if you read or watch anything about Joan of Arc, you know that she always triumphed for the truth. And this is telling you to stand strong. What she did at that time in history, she stood strong for women when women were seen as chattel, when women were persecuted, when women we were just seen for our bodies. Women were used to basically raise and pull down kingdoms. That is what women were used for in the period of Joan of Arc. But you know what she did? She stand firm. It was even at a time when women were supposed to be seen and not heard. And if you go back in history and you read, you will see so much. And she stood up for what is right at that point in time in history. And right now, Aya, what she's telling you is that you need to stand strong. Don't matter the naysayers. You know, when I watch her movie, and there's a movie for her on Netflix now, I think. And when I watched it, when people were saying Yene, when she said she's hearing from God, and all these men, these so-called men, claim that no, it's a lie because women can't hear from God, and they burned her at the stake for that. She got burned at the stake for what she believed in. They wanted her to renounce that she was hearing from God, and she says no. So what this is telling you, this is telling that, listen, you got to stand strong. Sometimes you have to burn for what you believe in, but if you believe, once you believe that it is right and it is in here, stand strong for it. Yeah, you may be burnt at the stake, but you know what? They can burn the flesh, they can't burn the soul. They can burn the flesh. I'm going to use it in terms of Joan of Arc. They can burn the flesh, but they can never burn the soul. And that is why even the Bible says, don't fear who can harm this. Fear who can get away with your soul, who can, So what I'm saying in this is, don't worry about the naysayers. Stand firm in your truth. Like, release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. So if there's something that you've been having in here, because I'm feeling throat chakra issues, if there's something that's been going on with you where you feel like, if I speak up, if I speak my truth, like people are going to say this, people are going to say that, speak your truth, hon. Speak your truth. And I'll tell you, I'm a prime example. I am from a Christian background. My granddad is a pastor. What I do, even a couple weeks ago, a family member told me what I'm doing is evil. And I'm like, well, I don't feel it's evil. And you know what? See ya. Bye. Bye. Yeah, that is it. Like what I'm doing. And so even if people are persecuting, if people have things to say, don't worry about those who wag their tongues. You see, people that talk people, they don't have anything to do. They need to go get a job. They need to find something to do. Because if you have your blinders on and you are focused on yourself, you are focused on, your life purpose, you don't have time. You think I have time to see? I don't have time to see other psychics online. I don't have time to. I'm never in any quarrels with anybody because I stay in my own lane. I don't care about what other people is doing. People that, they say average minds discuss people. Yeah, weak minds, average minds who don't have anything else to do. So you see the ones who are trying to tear you down, who are trying to, pull you down and persecute you, they need to go find a life. And it's people who don't have a life try to interfere with people who are building a life. So no matter them, they ain't going. You have places to go, they ain't going nowhere. They're like a car without gas. They're just sitting there and just going nowhere. You have gas in your engine, hit the road, get going. Don't let them deter you. And your ancestors are here standing firmly behind you. Because here you have White Eagle, ancestor spirit, and he's telling you, listen, you have a light in you that needs to be shone. You have something within you. You have a truth that needs to be spoken. Don't let anyone stop you from doing that. And the fact that this is an ancestor card, you are getting pushback from your family. Your family is a huge part of this pushback. It's almost like they're asking, who you think you can do this? You think you can achieve this? Whatever one can conceive, whatever the mind can conceive, one can achieve. Don't let them push you back. Stand firm for your truth like Joan of Arc. Even if you are burnt to the ground. Remember, a phoenix has to be burnt to the ground to rise up from that ashes. All right, hon? That's what I leave you with.
All right. So I wanted to add on to what Loy was saying about other people talking about other people. And actually, in shamanic understanding, it's a case of it's their reflection. It's holding a mirror to what they're unhappy with. Um, I'm really blessed that I have the most immense protection around me, and I just don't have a hard time. But I don't give anyone a hard time. So I don't sit there. Yes, we all have that moment of, oh my God, look at that. You know, her trousers don't really fit her bottom or something. We've all got that's in the human
But we don't
nature.
dwell on it.
But I certainly don't, if I come across a reader that I don't find entertaining, I'll just be like, well, it's not for me. It might be for someone else.
If you
But
don't
it's
like
not for
it,
me to,
move
it's not
on.
for me to put my time, my energy, my personal magic into that, because I can create things here. Within the last week, I've done a website, I've done profiles, I've got a group together. We're doing a psychic event the 20th. Watch out on my page, 20th of this month. We're doing an event for raising money for the refugees. There's so much you can do with your time other than getting involved in other people's stuff and actually allowing them to affect you. All right. The secret of personal power is holding your boundaries firm. And if people don't agree with you, like Loy was saying, now obviously there's different places in the world, there's different situations, but we can always hold within our mind our truth, even if we can't express it in a safe fashion. So that's important to say. Okay.
I'm laughing because Larry says, Fairy Godmother, grant me more hair in my bald spot.
Look at that. I couldn't have said that better, could I? Look. Personal power. Remember your personal power. Part of your personal power, Aya, is you are a healer. I know you come from a family of healers. I know there's someone going back that would have made the sense. I can smell the sense and I know what it is. I'm trying to think what it is. What the name of it's called. There's a certain perfume like Egyptian ointment, and that's what I can smell. I can smell it in the room with me. So I know that there's, I believe, a grandmother or great grandmother on your mother's side who would work with that energy. And they're
She got the
saying to you
ancestors to
about
do it.
remembering your own anointment. Remember how special you are. There's something about working with your feet. So I don't know whether your feet are feeling tired or whether it's just something within your culture that working with your feet is a good way of soothing the soul or working to help the body get better. Because there is something in here where you're feeling weary, you're feeling very tired of what's been going on around you. And I want to say to you, this connection to motherhood is very strong as well. So I don't know whether there's a mother involved or yourself as a mother is part of this scenario going on, because that's really strong with this. I'm going to give you one more card, my sweet. So you got dreams, which is the very similar to the other card with the dream catcher and the wolf here, but we've got the crow. Now the crow for me is magic is always about stepping through that comfort zone and really seeing the magic unveil. Sometimes we have to do things that we're quite fearful of. I can tell you, and I think probably Loy's quite similar, when we both went self-employed, it's quite a harrowing thing to make your own food for your table and pay your own bills from your own energy, but it's possible, and we
But it's
both love
empowering
what we
as
do.
well. It's the
We
best
both
feeling.
love what we do. So there's something you've been thinking about for some time. Shall I do it? Maybe it's not safe to be open where you are for whatever reason, but you can always do things in a secret group on Facebook. You can always do things in a closed group in Facebook. Communicate with people, connect. Networking is hugely important right now, and expressing how you're feeling. But that's what I want to give to you, and I really hope that helped you with your dreams. Ask this lady to come and chat to you, and if you don't feel that you have the strength of understanding or believing in that, write a letter to her, put it under your pillow, and she will come to you in your dreams and help you out. Okay, thank you very much. There we go.
Larry has donated, so we are
Oh,
gonna pull
thank
a
you,
card.
Larry. Thank
We're
you
gonna pull
so
a card
much.
for Larry, and then there was someone here. I don't remember her name. Is it Mindy or let me try to find it.
So we've got Larry's donated. Did we have
Yeah,
2 donations?
Tanya Whitson. I'm gonna pull a card for Tanya Whitson after Larry. Guys, if I
Yeah,
forget, someone here help me to remember. Larry, I'm looking
yeah.
for a specific deck. Larry, I feel like I'm gonna hit you with my two Kyle Gray decks, two of my Kyle Gray decks today.
Oh my gosh, you're going to be double Kyle grade. Watch
Yeah, I'm
out.
doubling up on Kyle Gray.
Watch out.
All right, so what is
I
Larry
just
says he
stuck a
just
load of
wants
cards
general
in here.
reading.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's not good. Sorry.
All righty, so messages for Larry. All right.
I don't know why they're like that. Jesus.
Hold on, Larry, you a lot of anxiety going on with you because the cards just keep spilling. But you know what? One of my favorite deities came out here for you. Hold on.
Oh, I can't believe I've done that.
I may be using a name, Larry. I'm not sure this deity that I'm going to use, this ascended master. I am not sure if you know of him, but I would suggest when I'm done with this reading here, you go do some researching on him. And he is Egyptian as well. And guys, something I always say, and I forget to say this here on now right now, Cledons. Now, Cledons mean innocent oracle. So even if you do not get a direct reading from me here, that doesn't mean your spirit guides or your ancestors, they never came through with a message for you. So just listen keenly to what we may be telling others. And if we are telling others something and it resonates with you, that means that this was a message that was intended for you as well. Spirit works in mysterious ways. Now, Cledon, to give you some more background, for some reason, we are losing people. I don't know, but Cledons is a word from ancient Greece where the people would pray to Apollo, Jupiter, whichever gods they worshipped, and then they would go about their day being mindful. And they would be mindful of everything. They would be mindful of the way the wind rustles in the trees, the animals they see cross their path. They go about in the marketplace and they hear people talking, and they just that is how they got their messages. So I'm just putting that out there. Now, Larry, you have two powerful cards here because two ascended masters came true for you. You have Seraphis Bey. I really love Seraphis Bey. He is in charge of ascension, and his retreat is in Luxor, Egypt. And this is Seraphis Bey and Thoth are two other reasons why I want to go to Egypt. Now, Seraphis Bey, like I said, he is the ascended master that is in charge of ascension. That is the ascension of your soul. Some people say awakening, enlightening, coming to yourself. No, because that is what awakening is. Awakening is just remembering who you are, taking off all the programming, the outdated programming, and getting back to the core, to the essence of who you are. Remembering that you're a spiritual being having a human existence. So he is here to help you with that. And it says, move into your higher self, rise above the darkness. The light is here. So he's, like I say, he's in charge of the light. He's in charge of ascension, and he's here helping you, wanting you to know that, listen, you're moving on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep on doing what you're doing. Move into your higher self. Then here you have my All Father. And when I saw this one come on, here you have All Father Odin. And it says psychic insight. No, I'll tell you this, and this is special for you, Larry. I know you have problems because we've been working on it, visualizing, seeing things in your mind. Odin couldn't see things in his mind either until he gave up physical sight for spiritual sight. And that is the reason why Odin has one, he's depicted as having one eye. He's a one-eyed god. He's depicted as having one eye. Why? Because, and this is going to sound similar to the story of Christ, but in Norse mythology, Odin hung himself, like he gave up his eye for one sip at the well. One sip. Not even a drink. He didn't get a mouthful, but that one sip enabled him to see everything past, everything present, and everything future. But that was not all. He also hung himself upside down from the tree of life with a sword, with a spear in his side for 9 days in order to create the runes, which is where we get the rune stone from, and also to enhance his psychic vision. Now, the message of Odin is you have to give to receive. And it's telling you that your third eye, it is starting to open. You have prayed for this so long, you've been working on it. Odin is working to open your third eye, and he's telling you to trust your intuition. He's not telling you to poke your physical eye out, Larry, but it means that the story of it is we have to
Oh, you
give
cracked
something
me up,
up
Larry.
in order to achieve, we all go through initiation. Christ's initiation was dying on the cross. All these holy people, we don't ascend without you going through initiation. We all go through things. That is why we have the dark night of the soul. That is why we have they talk about the phoenix, where you get burned to the ground and you raise up back anew. We all have to go through something. We all have to give up something. And look at it, even when you're awakening spiritually, you may find that, you know what, you love this food and you start eating it, and the next thing you know, you start having reactions. You know what that is telling you? In order to really embody yourself in the spiritual nature, you have to give that up. So that is how it is. So this is telling you that, listen, you may have to give some things up in your life in order to achieve other things, but know that your third eye is opening. Odin is here. And if you've been seeing birds are, especially crows. Crows are Odin and Freya's calling cards, all right? Now I need to get into my other deck. So I'm going to pull you now from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. And let me see.
You gave up espresso martinis.
Alrighty, so messages. What more do I need to tell Larry?
Not good for your stomach, though. Yeah.
Yeah, birds are his calling cards. So if you're seeing birds and all of that, yeah, Odin is around you and he's helping you to open your third eye. And he's wanting you to know that trust. When you do your plant medicine, whatever you see in your third eye, trust it. And don't try to decipher it. I'm hearing you're bugging your mind, trying to decipher the images you get. Just trust. Just don't try to do that. That's a logical side of your mind trying to do that. Trying to analyze. Your logical mind is trying to analyze what your intuitive mind is giving you, and it's causing confusion. So don't try to interpret the things that you get. All right, so another message for Larry. Give me another card. Tell me what I need to tell Larry here. Larry, let me put this card up. You know how I think on the membership, and guys, I do run a private membership, but on the membership, Larry, when I was doing the reading, do you remember I said to you that whatever you seek, you have to embody it, you have to become it? Looky here, look at the card that you have. You have the Holy Grail. And it says on here, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. You can go ahead and donate and then you pop back on the page. The live is on, let me see who this is. The live is on the page and we'll be live for a little bit. Indigo, can you see who this is? But, my phone. It's okay if you hop off the page. The live is up on the group, so you'll come back and you'll find us. Not a problem. So this says the Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. Larry, you are what you seek.
Tonya Whiteston.
Yeah, you are what you seek, Larry, and you are on a journey of inner discovery. All the things that are happening to you, it is coming up so that you can discover yourself. You can discover who you truly are, and I'll tell you, don't rush it. Because Spirit is showing me a clock going tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. So that means that, you're looking at timelines. Remember, you can't rush ascension. You can't rush healing. You can't rush any of that. It's all in divine timing. And also, Larry, here you have, looking to show you that your third eye is really opening up. Look what I have here for you. Crystal Skull Wisdom. And so the crystal skulls, these are from the time of Atlantis. And it is said that the god Thoth, He hid the knowledge, all the knowledge of the ancient world, all that sacred knowledge in 12 crystal skulls throughout Earth. And we are going to get back to that when all 12 skulls are found. So far, I think they have found probably 5 or 6 of them. They haven't found all 12, but they are starting to pop up more and more as the vibration of the planet rises, because the sacred knowledge that is in these skulls, it cannot fall into the wrong hands. This sacred knowledge, it has to be kept. Now, the thing with the crystal skull is, it's a skull. So the skull, it is your skull is the highest point on your body, so it is your closest physical point to spirit. And what this is telling me, a lot of transformation. You see all this purple, Larry? A lot of transformation is going on. And the fact that the two eyes here, the two eyes are big, they're wide open. It's almost like there is not even a forehead. Your third eye is opening up. Your third eye, it is expanded, just as how these two eyes here on this card, they are expanded. So Larry, all the things that you want, it is coming. It is coming, but don't rush it. Don't put a time to it, all right? And that's what I have for Larry today.
All right, my turn. Well, thank you, Larry, for sending me a gift. I'm looking forward to that. All right.
Larry sent me this to Indigo. Let me show you guys. I really love Larry. I will say that I have been wanting Lenormand cards forever, and I could never find them. Oh, sorry, my thingy.
Yeah. Cool.
So when I was telling Larry that because of my recent circumstances, I left part of my cards. I don't have some of my cards with me. He mailed this to me. Thank you, Larry.
Good man. Good man.
Yes, he is.
Right. Good man.
I absolutely love my friend Larry.
Magic.
Oh!
He got magic. I really want to echo what Loy's saying about, because we've both known Larry for some time, and it's really important with all magic and with all mediumship and with all psychic work that we don't go into the logical, what does everything mean, because it doesn't work like that. If I sat here, I'm going to be doing some mediumship this evening. If I sat here and thought, how am I doing this, to do that, to do this, to get that information, to have that experience, I would go doolally, because there is no explanation. There's no logical reason that I'm getting information from someone's loved one who's in spirit. And, the other day, Wednesday, I did crystal ball reading, and we actually have a photograph of one of my clients who I was reading for's mother in the crystal ball that's been shown. I have no logical reason for this. There isn't any. So what I think is really important is to embrace this magic. You've got these 4 people around here. You've got this Native American, this young innocent child that's possibly feeling a bit lost. You've got the wizard and you've got the angel. And I feel that all 4 of these are working with you. There's very much an energy that you're sending out, healing, that's spanning the earth. So you're sending something out within your own work that's kind of making a journey. Yeah.
He does Facebook. He does YouTube meditation subliminal videos, and I've been telling him that is his life. Like, he is gonna help people using that. And you see, Larry, I told you, and look at this.
Yeah. And do share them into spiritual friends as well, because I'm hoping that as time moves on and people get settled, some of these refugees will have connection to spiritual groups that can help, support them with what they need from that spiritual side of things as well. But you've got this beautiful purple here again, which is lovely. It's really showing your spiritual path. It's all about looking down. So part of your journeys that you've been doing, you've been going out there and you've been shown the bigger picture. You're showing that the earth is only a small amount of everything. And sometimes we can feel like the earth is so important. Now, Mother Nature is, don't get me wrong, Gaia is, but us as a race are only a small amount of the cosmos. We're only a small amount of what's out there.
There are 12 universes.
What I feel with you, Larry, is that you're starting to see more with your physical eyes, what I want to encourage you to do is not only have another go at your crystal ball, because I know you've tried before, and maybe I can help you in a coaching session to use it. I don't know, but otherwise, I want to encourage you to work with water. I want to encourage you to have a bowl and have water in that bowl, and either try and stir the water and see what you can see within the water, or otherwise, if it's easier for you, some of you have seen the witchy wax readings that I do, where you burn the candle above the water and it has the impression that's left in the wax. So I want to give you those two things as a challenge. I feel that you're starting to see, but you're not seeing necessarily in the mind, but you're still seeing with the psychic vision. Now, psychic vision will not necessarily be inside your head. It's like psychic hearing is, or your mediumship hearing isn't necessarily inside your head. Quite often when I hear mediumship conversation, it's right behind me. It's not actually in my mind at all. Yes, my mind processes it because it's got to say it to you, but there is something further afield than that, and that's what I want to say. Okay, you need to drop that word try, Larry. I've told you that. Try is a terrible word. Look it up in the
Hi,
dictionary
Mary.
and
Hi,
see why you need
Evelyn.
to say it. So don't say I definitely try, say I will. All right. Willing is spell work. Where do all these words come from? I will. All right. When we get married, I will. It's all about binding. It's all about accepting that that's part of your future and part of your journey. Yay! Drop the try.
Hold on, hold on. I'm
Try
gonna
is
do
the word
something.
that holds people back. Try is a word that holds people back.
You hear the clapping?
Yay!
Larry, I'm clapping. Larry, let's. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Melon has some new features, Indigo. Like you can
Oh,
clap,
I'm
you
gonna have
can
so much
laugh, you
fun with
can.
this later.
Larry, let's play a drum for you.
Duality is your second card, Larry. So there's a real feeling of you understanding. Now, I'm not keen on the idea of um divine feminine, divine masculine, because I think we've changed. I think our human race is changing, that divine feminine, masculine doesn't necessarily matter so much anymore. It's not about those two things, but it is about the anode and the cathode. It's about the giver and the receiver. It's about the one part of the magnet and the other part of the magnet that comes together. It's about the two halves of a whole. There's no longer a need to wear a mask. There's no longer a need to cover your emotions. And I feel part of your journey recently, Larry, has been connecting with your own emotions and letting go. There's a real feeling around a relationship between you and your mother that's quite strained or been quite difficult in the past, and I feel that there's real emotion around this, and this is part of the journey you're going on. But look, you've got, sorry, I'm knocking my camera. You've got this like portal, and it's like spirit is showing you the truth. They're showing you where this hold back of your throat chakras become, and you've got the deers on both sides, but you've got a stag on the right and a deer on the left. Now, the deer is your representative of your fear, of your feeling gentle and weak. Now, gentle doesn't have to coincide with weak. Gentle can just be looking after yourself or looking after someone else. The other side, we got the stag, which is there to protect you, but also to teach you and show you the way. You've got this bright light above you, and you've got a macabre star below you. So it's all about alignment at the moment. It's about finding out who you are on a cosmic level and really working on integrating what you want in your life. Don't try, will. All right, that's my tip for you today, Larry. Thank you so much for supporting our work. I do want to just give you one more thing. So I want to give you a crystal, and then we're going to finish. Okay, so I'm going to give for Larry Adventuring, which is about the adventure, enjoying the journey, which I know he has been doing so. But we've almost got a Poseidon's spear here, and I feel that you're really feeling like king of the world at the moment. It's really making you understand the special things in life that maybe you weren't so sensitive to before. The pink, though, it's reminding you of self-care in between. Don't go running too quickly with things that make you happy, all right? I'm a hedonist. I don't know where the law is, but I'm a hedonist. So I have to be really aware of not going too wild into things, all right? Lots of love, my darling. Love you lots. And I'll speak to you soon. All right. Thank you.
All righty. So we have two more people who donated. We have Tanya, and then
Fabulous.
we have, there's somebody else. Let me see her name. I'll tell
Tanya
you.
and
And
Stephanie
Stephanie.
Pelio, because I can see it on
Yeah,
my
and Tanya
phone.
Whitson. So we are going to read for Tanya first. Tanya, do you have a specific question? Stephanie, if you have a question or a
Thank you
topic,
very
let
much.
us know. And thank you too. So Tanya, let us know what your topic is, or if you have a question, just where to focus our energies.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome, Larry. Larry, Spirit says, I was going to text it to you, but Spirit says that you need to do a subliminal, you need to do a healing video with your Reiki and all of that for Ukraine, all right? So go ahead and work on
Yeah,
that.
that'd be good. That'd be really good.
All right, so Tanya wants love and relationships. All right, Tanya, I'm going to break out a different deck for that.
Yeah, I think I'll do my tarot for that one.
Yeah, that's what I brought. It's so funny. You said tarot,
Yeah.
I took up one of my
I'm
card
just
decks.
about to unwrap my tarot.
And I'm going to use my Psychic
I
Heart
can't
Tarot.
leave. I can't leave too many decks out here because it's a bit damp. But yeah, I got a few out here. It's not damp, but you know what I mean. Not dry
out. This one first, Tanya.
It's not damp. It doesn't smell.
So messages. Ooh, the cards are flipping already. Tanya, what's going on? There's a lot of anxiety. There is a lot of anxiety because as soon as I touch the cards for you, cards just wanted to go all over the place. Alrighty. So Tanya, the song is playing in my head. Listen, I'm more than what you make of me. I can't really make out all the words, but I keep hearing listen. I keep hearing that song playing in my head. So I don't know if that is something that is going on with it. It's a fact of someone not listening to the other. But let's get into the cards and see what is going on here. All right, so messages for Tanya. Tell me what Tanya needs to know. Spirit, what does Tanya need to know? All right, messages for Tanya. Spirit, give me a card. The cards were coming out all wonky and crazy. I need a card spun around here. Alrighty. So let's see what we have. Ooh. Tanya, I'm getting issues. There are communication issues right now. Like I'm feeling like all is not well. There isn't smooth sailing in your relationship area right now. And you can't make this up. Look at the card that came out for you. I told you I was hearing the song in my head, listen. And then the card that came out, and this is a major arcana card. This major arcana card, the number 2, and it is saying, listen. So what this card is telling you is that people will tell you who they are real quickly if you listen. And what I mean by listening is not just with your ears, listen with your entire body. Listen to what's being said, but more importantly, listen to what's not being said. The unsent and the things that they don't speak about. This is telling you to gather all your attention and really, really listen. Then you have another major arcana card, and I'll tell you, whenever you do a tarot reading and you get major arcana cards, those are life changes. These are very very important cards. And you have the lead card. No, I'm gonna tell you what I'm hearing again. Blind can't lead blind. So if this is, there may be a case of somebody wanting you to. It could be, always listen to them regardless of what's going on. Always follow them, follow their leadership, like the kind of I am right. You know, listen to me, listen to me. Sometimes you can't do that. This listen card too. Your soul is trying to tell you a message. There's a message coming up from your soul that you are not listening to, that you are not trusting. I move over here and I got you two tarot cards. And these two tarot cards here basically saying the same message. You have this Five of Wands, arguments, battles around you. The Five of Wands, it represents, just arguments, just people arguing, like one person trying to win at all costs. Like they don't consider the feelings of the other person. Like as you see here, everyone is fighting to be heard, but everyone can't be heard because everyone is talking at the same time. So there's not again, the listen card comes in here. There's not a chance to listen. There's not a chance to hear what's being said, because it's like a confusion sort of going on. What you need to do, pull yourself back from this situation. This Nine of Wands here, it, to me, I see it as rest and reconsider. And those are the words that I'm hearing in my head. You're not with anyone, but that energy is all around you. I understand. You have to step away from it. I was assuming you were with someone because you said love and relationships, but whatever is going on, all of this energy that is around you, it is no good for you. It's not good. It's dragging you down. It's making you, I don't want to say unwell, but emotionally and spiritually unwell. It is dragging you down. And like I said, here it is, all this argument, all this confusion. And here you have this Nine of Wands. And this Nine of Wands, it's saying, undecided, need to take a step out of this situation. Then you will see more clearly. And I tell you this, Spirit is showing me a bird doing like this, just taking off, just flying. And the messages from the cards, from what I'm getting intuitively, is it is time to spread your wings. You're somewhere where you shouldn't be at this point in time, and Spirit is saying it is time to spread your wings and fly to different grounds, because I'm seeing this bird so clearly, like just taking off and just flying out there and leaving everything behind. So Spirit is saying that is what needs to happen for you right now. Like, this is draining you. You have so many ones here. Look at this, all these ones, these 5 ones at battle, then 9 more ones on it. It's too much of a heavy burden. This is too much of a heavy burden. You need to get away from this. And remember, you see, whatever goes on internally, if we don't fix it, it affects us on the outside. It really really affects us. So this bird that I'm seeing, I'm getting even more now. It's almost like Spirit is showing me the Fool card over here and the bird over here. The bird, it's like it's on a cliff, and there's a wide open sea in front of it, and the bird looked behind it, looked at the land, and it started flying towards the sea. It was like, I'm done with the land. Nothing is here for me. I'm done. I'm gone. And it is going forward. That is what Spirit says you're needing to do. You're needing to gather your strength, put your wings on, and fly. Where did Indigo go? Oh, I don't know where. Oh, what
I'm
happened?
here. I don't know.
I know we
You just said, where did Indigo go? And I looked, and there was, I don't know, maybe the internet dropped out. Don't know.
Oh, so for you, this is just telling you that these 5 and 9 are how much? 14. These 14 ones are too heavy for you, honey.
Yeah.
It's a heavy burden that you need to let go. You need to let it go. And as I tell you, this card is saying, blind can't lead blind. And if there's someone who always wants to be a leader and they have no idea where they're leading you to, it is time to start leading yourself. I'll leave you with that, and I turn you over to Indigo.
Yeah. So this desire and need for change is very, very strong. And I'd like to echo what Loy was saying, really, about how the world outside us, like our immediate experience, really does affect our health and our well-being. There's a phrase, I believe it's by Muhammad Gandhi, I've got it outside on the wall, which is be the peace that you wish to have in your world. And it's like, if you're around, like I used to work in an environment that was quite chaotic, not all the time, sometimes it wasn't, but as time went on, the chaos was affecting me more and more because I like a quiet life. I'm a bit mad. I like heavy metal and a rave, but I want to go home to the calmness afterwards. And I certainly don't like drama. I don't want to know about who did, she did, whatever. And I feel that's what's going on around you. It's feeling like it's taking sides, and it's just feeling like it's wearing you out. Okay. So I'm going to turn my tarot cards for you. Okay.
Tanya, the best peace, there is no peace. There is like peace of mind. I'll tell you. And I have been I was in a chaotic situation for months. And you see the peace of mind, like the last 3 weeks, I have had, I can't even tell you, peace of mind. Nothing is worth your peace of
And
mind.
I've got peace of
You
mind
see,
because you're not where you were. Because I was so
exactly. Not just you, but so many people around me.
mm, yeah.
But peace
No,
of
we
mind,
were
Tanya,
we were talking to you about it regularly. So we got
let
the
not,
star, we got the star card here, which is lovely because the star card is representative of blessings. And what I would say is, when we talk about being on in alignment, you'll hear that quite a lot. And I want to do like a bit of a myth busting of all these words going forward. One day I'll get it done. Um, but within alignment, it's to do with following your intuition, your heart. We very much have this situation as the humankind that we need to follow our head. We need to do what's the sensible thing to do. We need to do what is the safe thing to do. And actually, that sort of stepping out that comfort zone that we spoke about earlier with the crow, you know, that isn't necessarily about doing what's safe. It's about doing something that brings joy to you. So this is very much saying that the more you follow your own guidance and that inner alignment, and not have that external oppression or external, it's almost like people are controlling what you're doing, and I want to break free from it. I'm actually hearing, I know you were saying about songs, but I'm actually hearing the Queen song, I Want to Break Free. It's like there's a feeling of, and I had this a few months ago. I had from Spirit, forge don't follow, because I was trying to see what other people were doing within my my skill set, and I was sort of trying to follow what they were doing, and it was driving me mad because it wasn't me, it wasn't Indigo. So I'm forging, I'm not following, and that's why I want to encourage you to do. But the star card is a beautiful card because it's saying to you about whatever that idea is you keep having over and over again. I'm going to start a business, I'm going to go off on my own, I'm going to study, whatever it is, because I know it's something about your personal development. It is going to work. All right. I turned this the minute I was given Facebook stars, actually, status from Facebook. And it's a beautiful thing because it's really changed my work. So it's always about bright blessings. We've got the number here, which is the 17. So I want to say to you, it's not actually March I'm feeling with this, but I'm feeling with April. The 17th of April's got a very prominent reason for you to be mentioned. And within this, we're looking at reflection. So we're looking at what we're going to let go of, what we're going to hold on to. That person in the mirror needs to be who you believe you are and who you know you are, not the voices that other people have told you, right? I know for a fact I can look in the mirror 5 days a week. And out of those 5 days a week, if I've been around, especially people who are negative, or, and I don't really like the positive negative thing, but grumpy, let's say that, don't see the bright side of life. If I've been around really stressful situations, one of those days I will feel really unattractive and really old. I'm 45, so I'm not particularly young. But then there's other days like today when I feel really pretty and really fun and really full of life. So it's very much about what you allow to be around you, what you allow to influence you, including social media, including the TV. My social media, I don't have people talking about horrible things that people tell me that they see on social media. I don't have people call me names on social media. I don't have trolls at all. And part of it is because I have banned certain countries that troll you. But it's a case of like we become what we reflect. So be mindful what you're putting into your experience of life. Okay, I'm going to sort of go off that soapbox now. So we got Emperor. So there's definitely a male oppressiveness situation around this. Now this might be father, because it does feel like an older man, very traditional, very stuck in his ways, wants to be the head of the family, wants to tell everyone what to do and where to do it. We got behind him this pyramid. Now pyramids, I know we talked about Egypt before, but pyramid, the shape actually preserves things. It holds things in the condition they were put in. So you can have food, you can put it in the shape of a
Indigo.
pyramid. It's amazing.
We can't go wrong. Indigo, this is crazy. This is
So
the
there you
Emperor
go.
card from my Heart Tarot deck. And everybody told her about
Ah,
the person who they want to lead. They want to. It's like them. This is crazy. You and I pull the same cards for her from different
yeah.
decks.
And very
This is a
similar
message for you,
imagery.
Tanya.
Very similar imagery. It's difficult though. It's difficult because I feel that there's ties, and there's ties energetically, but there's also ties with the security of your lifestyle. But you need to weigh up and look into um, what the options are, because there's always an option. There's always an option. And Loy's like a prime example of that. I'm sure one day she'll tell you her story when she feels ready, but actually, it's really important that we live our lives. We're not here to be servants, we're not here to be sad. We're here to experience the best possible life we can. And part of that starts from in here, but it also starts from the boundaries of what we accept our life to be. All right. Lots of love, my darling. Thank you so much for supporting me and Loy. And I hope we gave you a reading that you can take away and really feel some power and some empowerment from. Don't hesitate to stay in touch. All right. Thank you.
Alrighty, so our next, thank you so much, Tanya, for supporting us. We appreciate it. Now we move on to, I forget her name,
It was
but this is what she wants.
Polio.
Stephanie,
Stephanie Polio.
Stephanie. All right, so
Stephanie.
Stephanie, you want, I am gonna be, this is, in terms of, she wanted something about spiritual purpose or spiritual messages. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
using, I think this is one of my favorite decks for that, my Gateway
Mm-hmm.
of Light Activation Oracle. So let me get you some cards. I'm gonna use my two Kyle Gray again because I'm really feeling really connected to these today. I'm in the Kyle Gray energy.
She's hooked. She's totally hooked
Yeah,
on Carl Gray.
yeah. I really love his work. Like him and Colette Baron Reed. I think the bulk of my decks. I
Mm-hmm.
have probably about 40. Well, I don't have 40
But
anymore
what,
because I left some. I left about
Lloyd, what
five.
do you like about them? Do you like the imagery?
I like the imagery. I like the messages. And I
Mm-hmm.
just feel very, very connected to them,
Yeah,
especially this one. And I don't know if I got because this one was on my birthday.
yeah,
He came out with this deck 2 days after my birthday. But I'll tell you, in terms of this has everything in it. It's like a complete deck. It gives you what I really love messages about your purpose here, stuff that you're
mm,
going through, how to really work. It gives a real spiritual view of things, and also it delves into like the planet system that you may come from or stuff like that. I really really like it.
yeah, yeah. I think that's probably what doesn't sit with me, but I think the images are beautiful. But
Yeah,
I
the
prefer
images, I'll
things that
tell
are
you,
much more
all of them
symbolic.
Indigo, the images,
Mm,
his best images are this one, the Gateway of
right.
Light Activation.
Yeah,
The images are superb on
I
this,
like my
and I have a lot
tarot
of
for
Colette
spirit.
too. I have a lot of Colette Baron Reed's decks too.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so messages for Stephanie. What does Stephanie need to know? Stephanie.
Yeah, because neither of those people
Wow.
actually do their own images,
Wow.
do they?
Stephanie, transformation. 3 cards. As soon as I asked, what does Stephanie need to know? 3 cards flipped out the deck, and all 3 cards have similar colors, similar imagery. This is amazing. And so I'm gonna go again. Keepers of the Light. What do you want to tell Stephanie?
Yeah,
And if
Carl
you're
Gray,
here and
Keepers
you
of the
would want to
Light.
get a reading from us, go ahead and it's a $20 donation. Our links
Yeah.
are pinned. If you want to be guaranteed a reading, that is. All
Hmm.
right, Stephanie, give me one more card for Stephanie
I was going to say
Spirit.
my deck is Tarot of the Spirit.
Alrighty, so Stephanie, I love this. So the first card I'm gonna give you is a Chamber of the Void, and let me hold the cards up so you can see what I was telling you about.
Purple,
So
purple,
here you
purple.
have all purple cards, all purple. So the first thing, Stephanie, you're in the chamber of the violet flame. Saint Germain has and Zadkiel. There are two angels working with you very, very closely right now. You have Saint Germain, who is an ascended master, and then you have Archangel Zadkiel, who works with Saint Germain. Now you're in the chamber of the violet flame, and I tell you, this feels intense. This feels very, very much intense, and it is so funny. These cards here, two cards, the Chamber of the Violet Flame and another card, they have an identical word on them. You're going through a karmic release. Karmic contracts are being released at this time. So you may find that you're coming into contact with people, places, and situations that are really, really trying you. I feel like you're going through a trying time. You're really, really going through a trying time. But don't give up hope. Why? All that is happening right now is to really cleanse from your energy field all the things that no longer serve you so you can step onto your soul purpose, so you can step onto your path. You're a teacher, you're a spiritual teacher. You have messages to share, but right now, before you can fully share those messages and fully make an impact, all that doesn't serve you has to go. So, like I said, this is the chamber of the violet flame, and the violet flame, it brings about radical transformation. When you get touched with the violet flame, you can never ever be the same. You know how Christians, they talk about, that minute when God touches you and your life changes, you got touched by the violet flame. It's the same thing. It is the same thing. People say the hand of God touches you and your life changes, or spiritual things happen. To me, it's all the same thing. It's just different words. It's just how we put it. So right now you are going through this. The hand of God is on your life. I'll put it that way. The hand of God is on your life at this moment, and it is really, it's moving and shaking. It's moving and shaking things up. And like I say on this, karmic release is on this card. Look at your other card, karmic board clearing. So the karmic board, it is a board of higher beings who regulate karma. And remember, karma is just is. Karma is just the reaction from your actions. Karma is neither good nor bad. So karma is just whatever you put out, you get back. And there is good karma, there is bad karma. In this world today, people like to talk about karma like karma is just bad. No, there is good karma, there is bad karma. So if you do good, you get good. That's karma. You do bad, you get bad. That's karma. But here with this, and it says on this, energetic clearing, rewrite your story, live your truth. Your next card that's coming up, it talks about living that truth. I'm going to get to that. So on this, it is telling you that an energetic clearing is going on around you. That is why you're being burned, honey. You know, when you look at gold, I have this beautiful gold necklace on. And but before it got to this, it came out of the earth, and it had impurities in it. It wasn't like this. It had to go through an intense furnace. It had to be smelted and the dross taken out of it in order for me to have this to wear. So this is telling you that this flame, this radical transformation that's going on, just weather the storm. Know that karma is being cleared. It is time to rewrite your story. You are not the past. You are not your past. It is time for you to live your truth. Now we come to live your truth. You have the throat chakra, the temple of truth. It's right here. Your throat chakra, and I'm getting very itchy in my throat. So this is telling me that there's a self-expression. There is things you want to say that you're holding back on. Stop holding back. Stop building up a dam. It is time to remove those blocks, because you see your throat chakra here. It's like it's in your neck, and it's right here. It's situated right here, and this is blocked at the moment. This is blocked, and all of this is going on for you so that your throat chakra can become clear, so that your self-expression, you can be your true authentic self. You don't have to hide behind anyone or anything. It is time to speak your truth. Now, I told you that you're a teacher, you're a spiritual teacher. Look what I got for you, Mary Magdalene. The teacher awakens. You have something very important to share. And so you need to follow that inner call and don't let anything stop you. Don't let anything at all get in your way. It is time to remove the roadblocks. It's time to rewrite your story. It is time to realize that you are not your past. Your past doesn't define you. It doesn't matter what mistakes you make. You can always come back from it. And then I just told you about people being touched by spirit. And look what you have, the Shekinah. And the Shekinah is like the Holy Spirit. And this is saying, unleash your spirit, express your gifts. Look, all these cards are telling the same thing. You have something that needs to be shared. You have a well of spiritual knowledge within you that needs to get out there. But I'll tell you this, I feel like you fear what people say. You fear the naysayers and all of that, like what they're going to say. You're not here for them. And if people don't understand you, hon, nothing's wrong with that. I always say it is your life purpose. It's not our life purpose. You know, if somebody understands your life purpose, hoo, yeah. But if they don't understand it, keep it moving. Still say what you need to say. Speak it to their subconscious. Speak it to their, their higher self, and keep it moving. But do not suppress your truth anymore. That is why Saint Germain is here. And look at this. You have two pillars, two cards with two pillars. This has two pillars. This has two pillars. And look what's between the two pillars. So fire, water. The fire is here to purify, so the water can flow. And the water, it's your words, it's your thoughts, it's you. So the fire is here, purifying your life, so you can be your true authentic self. So you can step up and be this teacher that you are. And the fact, we've been taught to think that Mary Magdalene, she was a prostitute, she was this, she was that. That was just a way of God using a person to bring forward messages. And it shows you that the Mary Magdalene with being the prostitute, and us on earth today, a prostitute is like seen as the worst thing. But you know why God used her? To show us that no matter how far we fall, no matter what people say about us, we can rise up anew. We can totally transform our lives. So this image here of, being not good enough, because that is what Mary Magdalene really like, the essence of it is we feel like we're not good enough. Who am I to do this? I've made so many mistakes in my past. I've done this, I've done that. You are not your past. That is why Saint Germain, again, he is here with his mighty flame, burning away all those things so you can be your true authentic self. And I'll leave you with this. Express yourself. It is time to dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Even if other people don't hear your rhythm and don't understand it, that's all right. That is all right. And I'll tell you, even me, a lot of times you see me here doing this, I'm hearing music in my head, I'm dancing to my own music that's going on here. The world want to think I'm crazy, so what? So what? But I'm just telling you, express your true authentic self. I'll leave you to Indigo.
Thank you. It'll be one moment. Sorry. Do, 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 do. So one of the things that was going on in my head when Loy was saying that was that I recall so vividly looking at a medium in a demonstration. There's one particular medium, and I never ever get impressed by rich, by famous. None of that impresses me. It just doesn't. It never has done. I go and see my favorite band, and I've had two occasions where I could go for.
It is Zadkiel, not Radkiel. Zadkiel, Archangel Zadkiel.
Yeah, there's been two occasions where I can meet the band, and I've just not been interested in that because it doesn't have an interest to me. But with this situation, I remember seeing this person and thinking, whoa, you're so amazing. Look what you can do. And the feeling I get with you, before I turn the card, just ending on to what Loy was saying, is that sometimes you think other people can do it, but you can't. And actually, it's that sort of letting go of the T in the can't is the simplest thing. Yes, you can. You can be anything you choose to be if you put the dedication, the time, and the heart into it. That's important, which you will do, and which you do in your work. Anyway, let's move on and turn some cards. Okay. So I'm working with Stephanie, isn't it? Stephanie?
Mm-hmm.
So awareness, so they want you to start a circle. They want you to gather people. They want you to start a group or start a circle. We got your flame
Teacher,
in the
the teacher
middle.
awakens.
Yeah, you got the flame in the middle. Understand though, if you don't feel that you want to teach from your own knowing, sitting in quietness in the dark with your sensory blocked will bring you the teaching you need. You can be a facilitator of sacred space. You can light that candle in the center, just like I did for about 10 years in my circles. Light that candle in the center, turn the lights off, all sit there and then bring through what you get as an experience afterwards. I do want to try and to communicate with your mother in a moment, so do bear with me. Please respond to what I'm saying though. All right, celebrate. There's something coming for you in May. There's a really lovely opportunity coming. As I'm working with this energy, I can feel it's like working in a magazine or working in some kind of method of having yourself expression being published. So I want to say to you, if you're an artist, if you're a poet, if you're a writer, keep doing it, because I can see it happening for you. This is only the beginning. This is something small, but the small things become big things. Just like our children become big people, so do our thoughts and our dreams start small but become big. Maybe you want to use the analogy of the bean and the magic beanstalk. It really is about spiritual growth to some degree and getting to that wonderful palace where the gold is. And the gold is nothing to do with money, folks. It's to do with contentment in your spiritual or spirit being's self, I would say. All right. Now, I know I've got a lisp with me, with your mum who's coming through, because I do feel she's with me. I know that she's a lady that has this lisp, because I don't lisp like this at all in my life. And I know with her that there's a real feeling of wanting to go to sleep. There's a feeling of being so tired. So I know that there were difficult times being around her near the end of her life. And I do want to say to you that she would be the person you consult with and you talk to, and you still do, because she's showing me a picture, and she's showing me a picture that you regularly talk to. I believe it's in a gilt or a silver frame. And she's saying that I'm always there to hold your hand. I know you held her hand as she went journeying on to her next part of life. Now, within my mind, I'm seeing a dove, and I know a dove is very much connected to you and this lady. And I also want to take you back in time, because I really like to pull you away from the idea of the passing. I want to take you back in time, and I want to take you to a time of being in the kitchen. And I want to take you to a time of baking an apple pie together. She always liked to put the little bits of sugar on the top and make it nice and crunchy, because I can taste it and smell it, and it's delicious. I love it so much. All I need to say to you from this lady is I've never gone anywhere. I'm right with you. I know there's a piece of jewelry that you hold very close to you that was hers. And she's saying, close your eyes and remember. All right. Lots and lots of love, my darling. I have a group called Magical Heartstrings on Facebook, and this is amazing, great
You know
confirmation.
what's crazy,
Fantastic.
Indigo?
Yeah.
If you look at her comments, she said her hair is purple. She got all purple cards. She was telling us here that here her hair is purple, and that she works with Saint Germain. So you see how confirmations
I was
come.
going to say
We
the
had no.
purple's the psychic as well, the confirmation of psychic ability. What I was going to say though about your Facebook group is I have a Facebook group called Spiritual Friends All Are Welcome. It's a closed group, but you're very welcome to join and share your group in there. I just ask people to put in as much as they take out, same old rules. And you can live broadcast in there as long as it's pure intent, as in positive messages. But see what you think, and you're very welcome. Find me on Indigo's Oracle, and then you can find my group very easily. Thank you very much.
And I'm here. I think you're in my group. I think because I think that's where you're commenting from. So you're already in my group, and
yeah, I was
for
going to
me,
say I
I
think
call
they're all
my.
in your group now, even if they weren't.
I think my group is the soul. Like
yeah,
my
I'm
group is
going
the
to
soul
have to
center.
conclude soon, Loy, because in the UK it's coming up to 6:30, and I
I'm
need to go
hungry
and
too,
feed
so I
my
gotta go.
family. So
I gotta go
it's
feed the
gone very
worms in my
quickly,
belly.
hasn't it? It's been very exciting. Let's do one more. If we've got no paid people, can you close the books, please, Lloyd? Because I can't put any comments up. Make it really clear that people don't pay and we don't upset people. And you can find me and Lloyd again on Wednesday at UK time 5 p.m. No, 4:30 p.m. Wrong
Wednesdays and
time. 4:30
for
p.m. What time is it
UK
in?
time, and that will be 10:30 a.m. CDT. So you guys can, some of you are behind somewhere, but it's 10:30
Yeah,
a.m. CDT and 4:30 p.m.
UK.
UK time. And then on
Yeah,
Fridays we are here at 11 a.m. CDT and 5 p.m. UK time.
5:30.
Anyway,
Yeah,
guys,
yeah,
Indigo, I'm
5.
gonna go now
Yeah.
because I'm super hungry.
Are you okay? Cool. Let me just do one card for one person because I did say I would, and I don't want to lie to people. So, can I have,
Okay,
please? Can I
let me
have a
see who's
raindrop?
here.
A really quick raindrop, and let's conclude this nicely. All right, let's conclude this nicely. Just a
What,
raindrop.
Indigo? It's
You
raining
got one?
outside too. No,
Oh. So see whether you got anyone with a raindrop, and I'll turn the card.
I don't see any as yet.
Yeah, they'll get there. They'll get there.
It's raining outside
Doodly-doo.
right now.
Yeah. So just need a raindrop emoji or a water emoji. It'll be easy enough to find.
Somebody
Just
drop us
go
a
water.
water emoji quickly.
Yeah, come on,
Quickly give
because
us a
Loy wants
water
some food.
emoji.
Loy wants some food. Loy
Yeah, the
wants some
worms in my
food.
belly are grumbling. Somebody drop a heart. No, we need
We got
raindrop. We need water. The water emojis. Work with us,
water, water,
please.
water, 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 water. Letting go of the past. Come on. Who needs to let go of the past? Come on.
Can we do Evelyn? I want to do this lady, Evelyn. Her name just popped up and Spirit says, oops.
Oh, but we got a Facebook user. No, we got to stick with it. Lloyd, got to stick with it. I'll do Facebook user. You do Evelyn, and then we're
All right,
done. All right.
it's
Facebook user.
Jackie.
Who's Jackie?
It's Jackie Barker.
Right,
Jackie
just one
Barker.
card each, and then we can go and have our tea. All right. Inner voice, my love. Jackie. Inner voice. You may have heard what I said earlier about sitting in a dark room with a candle. I don't feel you want to sit in a group. I feel you are a lone practitioner. I don't know whether you're into magic things or whether you're into just the spiritual, but they're saying to you that the teacher is there. There's a wonderful phrase of when the student is ready, the teacher will come. You don't need to see them. You need to trust in what's happening. Open yourself up, ground yourself into the universe, and tap into that universal energy, and you will receive so much information. The height of your own personal energy is the full moon. I have full moon magic on my page, so if anyone wants to join that, I know Lloyd's got full moon work going on as well.
Yeah, I do
Let me
both
know.
moons, full moon,
But
new
we got this
moon.
lovely indigo blue, which is my car. But it's also about communication with spirit. It's about working as a medium, because that's what I feel is coming for you if you choose to accept it. Now, spirit are never going to put something onto your shoulders without your choice, because you have to have free will. All right, I'm going to leave you with Loy, and she's going to read for Evelyn Smith, and then we're going to go.
All right, so Evelyn. And I think Evelyn, I think you're Jamaican too. Hey, drop a flag if you're Jamaican. Let me know. I think you're Jamaican, Evelyn. I don't really remember, but I think so. You want us to try some sage instead? Or you want to do that?
Oh, I'm putting this in my room.
Oh. Alrighty, so Evelyn. I think you're Jamaican, Evelyn. Let me know.
Thank you.
Oops. Too much cards flipping out. Evelyn, what are you anxious about? I'm shuffling here for you and my cards are just going all wonky donkey wonky all over the place.
Donkey. Oh, you crack me up. Hello,
getting my
we're
spark
concluding
back,
now,
Indigo.
folks, so please don't donate because we're finishing. So you can join us again on Wednesday, UK
All right, so
time,
Evelyn,
4:30.
you have Star Gathering. And I'm gonna tell you the first thing I'm getting with you is that you may have an affinity for the skies, for nighttime, for just being out there and looking up at the stars and really, really looking at them and feeling a connection. It is because you do have a connection. This star gathering card here is telling you that you're not from here. You are from the stars. You are from, you're from another planet here. And it is saying stars aligned, remembering home, your soul family. Right now, you're in the process of meeting your soul family. And it is no coincidence, Evelyn, that you're in my group that's called the Soul Centered Collective.
She
And
says
as I
she's
was
not
explaining,
Jamaican.
oh, you're not? I don't know why I thought you were for some reason. But
Yeah.
but the star gathering card here is telling you that you're calling in your star family. You are finding your soul tribe. We are all here, we are all here to meet our tribe, to meet the people that we are meant to be on a soul path with, to meet the people that are meant for our soul's ascension, awakening, enlightening. And that is what is happening to you right now. And also I get that at times you may feel lonely. Remember, there's no need to be lonely. The amount of family you have in the spiritual realm is more than people that are on earth. And I want to tell you that. The amount of family you have in the spiritual realm, it is more than people that are here on earth. So whenever you feel lonely, just call in your star family. Just accept them in. Remember, free will reigns. They can't come in, they can't connect with you without you giving them free will. They respect your boundaries, they respect your free will. So if at any time you're feeling lonely, you're feeling alone, call them in. Then all this purple on here too tells me that you're going through a period of transformation. You're going through a period of change. Like changes are happening in your life. All these changes, topsy-turvy as it may seem, it is meant to kind of clear your life up. Remember, not every storm that comes is here to be destructive. Some storms come to clear our path so that we can really see what's going down. Sometimes storms come to blow down the cane fields so that you can see the snakes that are laying within it. All right. So that is the message that I'm leaving you with right now. If there are storms going on in your life right now, embrace them. It is just meant to clear your path so you can see the way going forward. I will leave you with that. And Indigo is saying life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It is about learning to dance in the rain. So I will leave you guys with that. It was so wonderful being on here. Thank you all who allowed us to read for you.
Have a
For those
lovely,
who
lovely
donated,
weekend.
we
Thank you so
appreciate it.
much. Love you,
Namaste.
Loy. See you Wednesday.
I love you too, Indigo. See you Wednesday. Bye.